Hello friends and welcome back to my little corner of the internet, or if you're new here, welcome for the first time. I hope you stick around. Okay, welcome back guys. So despite the fact that I have not even started to edit the last video I recorded as of the day I'm filming this video because I was ill and then immediately had to go and put on a musical for like 5 days in a row. Slay. I'm recording another video for a couple reasons. One, the weather outside is absolutely dreadful today and I was supposed to go to work, but they changed the schedule so I don't have anything to do with my day. So I figured, why not record? Because I want to play Dream Daddy again. I'm a little bit obsessed with this game. Being a gamer is fun! And now that I'm not sick anymore and I'm not overwhelmingly busy, I can play. So today we are continuing the Dream Daddy saga. Let's get into it. Continue. Okay. Oh my god, all the messages from all the people I already went on dates with. Okay, I know I did... Ooh, who did I do last time? I did Craig. I did Matt. I've done a couple things with Damien. I did Hugo. I did Joseph. Oh, and I did Robert. Wait, that's not right. Who did I not do? I haven't done Craig. Okay, I did Matt, Damien, Joseph, and Robert. There we go. I haven't done Craig, but Craig and I are like college buddies or whatever, and we have technically already hung out. I've said 100 times I don't want to date Brian. So we're going to start with Brian so that I can get it out the way. Okay, I'm Brian. I spend most of my days hanging out with my awesome daughters and thinking of new ways to grill things. If you like fishing, then we'll get along. I don't like fishing. What does he even do? It says when he was a kid he wanted to be a fireman, but what does he do? Anyway, okay, well, let's message Brian. Dad tip 25, drink plenty of water. Hydrate or dihydrate, as they say. Daisy's like 10. Amanda's basically this girl's babysitter. Saying that you're gonna hang out with Brian because because Daisy and Amanda got along well, very strange. Anyway, maybe I should just bite the bullet and hang out with Brian more for the sake of the kids. The kids can hang out on their own. You don't have to be friends with him. I crack my knuckles. Oh wow, I really need to do that, I guess. And start typing. Yesterday. Oh my god. What? That can't be right. I guess all of these timelines are completely independent of each other. Hey, man, that's too many Y's. Always love a good burg with the buddy. Jesus Christ. We should definitely hang out. What do you think about mini golf? We could bring the girls out and have ourselves a little friendly competition. Rock on, Brian. He signed his name. That's cute. Dimitri also signed his name. No, I'm Dimitri. Damien also signed his name. I know Amanda and I will crush Brian in mini golf. Are you sure? Okay, this is weird. Dragging your child along for... Anyway, whatever. Y'all have different ideas of how good she is at this game, which is concerning to me. I gotta admit, I'm as ready as I'll ever be. You didn't have to do the pirate sound. Why are you talking like that? Literally. No, baby. Don't get on my nerves. Come on, pirate dad. Won't you talk like a pirate with me? Arr, ahoy. Scurvy? Crazy. Imagine if pirates just went around saying scurvy. I don't see pirates, only angles. I thought that said angels. And I was like, what? Why are you saying angels? Are you dying? Anyway, avast ye! Have fun. Come on, dad. You've told me that this was just going to be some friendly competition. Friendly competition is dad code for actual competition. Prepare my mind, body, and soul to defeat Brian on the field of glorious battle. Jesus Christ. It's just mini golf, literally. No, it's not more than that. Dimitri, please get it together. I just want you to know that there's no pressure. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it too much, but we have to beat Brian at mini golf. We do not. Whatever happened to just having fun? Oh, we will have fun when we beat them. Oh my god. Brian and Daisy. Ahoy there, mateys. Ahoy! Brian walks up with Daisy in tow. It looks like they already rented us some golf clubs for our mini golf excursion. Total power move. Why didn't I think of that? I really don't. Okay. Alright, first mate. I hear there's buried treasure in these waters. You gonna help me plunder it? Oh. Amanda, I don't think this is a real pirate ship. I think it's just to play putt-putt on. Is Daisy... Daisy's coded for something. Daisy's definitely coded for something. I'll leave that up to the interpretation of the watcher, but I see you, you see me, we see each other. I mean, aye, Captain. Daisy winks at Amanda. Look at those two. They're two peas in a pod. I just wish that there were more people in this neighborhood that were around Amanda's age. The only person we've met so far that is anywhere close to her age is the delinquent who lives with Damien. What is his name? Lucian. Oh, you know it. We'll be back before you know. You know it. Not are you a gambling man? Jesus Christ. I know when to hold him. I don't know. Oh my god. I forgot all about that. How about loser buys drinks tonight? Alright. But how about we make it a bit more interesting? No. You guys are stressing me out. I'm already over this. I should have just gone out with somebody else. The loser has to mow the winner's lawn this weekend. My yard's pretty big. Are you prepared to take that on? I think you should be a little more concerned with how you're going to maneuver around my hedges. It's highly technical work, not for the faint of heart. I don't think I'll need to worry about that. I'm very good at mini golf, you know. Oh, yeah? Hole in one every time. Don't say that. What I just said is not a true thing, but it already came out of my mouth, so I have to stand by it. He's so real. It's about to go down. No, not I actually have to play mini golf. Oh, my God. Slay! Hole in one! Let go! Ooh. Ooh, no! Oh, man. Oh, I don't get another chance? Slay. Boom! I don't like this. Chrissy, wake up! Grr. I'm doing like one good, one bad. This is getting more and more stressful each time. Slay! Oh, no. Ah! No! Damn, that went so wrong. What is that? A fake hole? That's crazy. Okay, I think the only way... Yes. Slay! I am locked in, y'all. Oh, nope. I locked out. Yikes. How many of these do I have to do? Oh, we're done. Ooh, I got an award. S rank! That's the first time I've done well at any of these games. So did I beat him? I probably didn't beat him, right? Hey, you having a good time? I'm having a great time. I'm having a fantastic time. Wow. We're out here to have fun. Remember, it's just a game. You're right. It's just a game. Except I don't want to have to mow his lawn. So it's not just a game. I don't know why I put that up on the table. Drinks would have been fine. Please, Amanda, please nail this next hole for me. We need to keep the streak going. It's really that important to you? Sure. Oops. Oh, man. That was for your own good. Was it though? Because now I have to mow his lawn. Oh, I'm playing more. Jesus. Oh, that went in. Wow. That happened so fast. I was not paying attention to it. Slay. These are going really fast. I don't like it. Okay, we're going to hit it on the way back, I think. Ah! Why on earth? Damn. I tried to cheat the system. I cannot believe that worked. That one was tricky. Huh? Oh. Wow. Okay, so that's a fake hole. Because I have to go that way. No! No! I don't know how I would have made that. Huh? This is arbitrary. Are you kidding me? Oh! Slay. Oh, yeah, I don't know how I was going to make that happen anyway. S rank! I don't like that you have no control over how hard the ball is hit. Like, the arrow fills all the way up every time. Did you have a good time, Daisy? Yo ho ho, I did. We haven't even found the buried treasure yet. I think we need to apply for a permit to dig around here. I can take Daisy home so we can get the city paperwork started for digging. You two enjoy your night. Sounds like a plan. Dimitri, you cool with that? So did I win? Perfectly reasonable amount of trouble. Did I win, though? There's a tiki bar attached to this place? Sure. Did I win, though? It looks like I won, but I wish that I want to get a real definitive answer on if I'm mowing this man's lawn, because it's not going to happen. Ukulele music plays softly in the background. Brian and I approach the bamboo bar, which is a little more bearable since I won. Okay, Slay, that's what I needed. I just needed a definitive answer on if I was the winner. I sip more of my drink. I notice a TV. Extreme Makeover. Deck Edition. The shows on this game are hilarious. I love this show. Always made me want to own a deck. I hate this show. Why? It's so clearly fake. Well, hi, Brian. Let me introduce you to the concept of reality television. Duh. Who cares? I care. I'm a general contractor. I work with decks all the time. There's no way they're renovating those decks in a matter of 2 days. It's impossible. That's a 3-week job minimum. It's reality TV. Nothing about it is real. Also, we finally found out what he does for a living. He's a contractor. Did we ever figure out what Damien does? Because I feel like we know that Matt owns the coffee shop. Hugo's a teacher. Joseph's a pastor, which is not a job. Do you get paid to be a youth pastor? I don't think that. I wonder what Joseph's 9 to 5 is. We both chuckle and sip on our pineapples. So wait, you're a general contractor? Sure am. I actually helped plan the cul-de-sac we live in. Nice work. Yeah, kind of took after the footsteps of my old man. He was a general contractor too. The best. He practically built half of this town with his bare hands. It's weird. You spend your whole life trying not to become your father, then you wake up one day and there you are. Okay. But I get to work with my hands, and it pays more than enough to take care of my daughter, so it's an absolute dream job. For me, at least. Yeah, I don't do manual labor. We're not going on another date with Brian. I don't like this version of Dimitri. Maybe I should cool it with the dad competition. Please. For the sake of me. Ask about his daughter. Ugh. She beats me at Scrabble constantly. Oh my god, me and my dad used to play Scrabble when I was a kid. Shut up. He used to play it with me and my sister. We'd do it every Sunday. He has a dog? Oh, he does have a dog. That's right. He hit me with a frisbee that he was throwing at his dog. Not a visual reminder. You could have just said, show me pictures of your dog. Not maybe on your phone. If you wanted to see pictures of Maxwell, you could have just asked. The dog's name is Maxwell? I don't remember that information. Show me the goods. Brian pulls out his phone and flips through an entire album of dog pictures. See? Pet people like talking about their pets. We dog sat for my aunt once, and I always wanted to talk about that little sucker, too. He was here for 6 months. He was basically our dog for that time. Looking for something else to comment on. There's a gigantic fish hanging above Brian and I. Oh my god, is it one of those singing fish? Do you think it sings? It's definitely fake. Yeah, duh. Oh my god. Brian, this was a mistake. He's right. Who cares? But I almost caught something like that fish once. Mine was bigger, though. Why does it always feel like he's... I don't like him. Can we be done with this date yet? Well, it was the last day. Everyone had gone to bed early, so I was out there watching the stars. How big was this boat? Had my line out, too. Then all of a sudden, it just starts running. So I jump on the reel before it gets ripped out of the rod rack, and I start fighting with the damn thing. I'm out there for maybe an hour. An hour? You were fighting with that fish for an hour? Be so for real. Can't call out my shipmates. It's just man against nature. Finally, I'm starting to tucker the guy out. I get him up on the surface. Finally, I get a sight of it. The biggest marlin I've ever seen. Hemingway-esque. I get it onto the boat single-handedly. God, this story is so... This all feels so exaggerated. And you know what happens next? What happens next? The damn thing smacks me in the face with its tail. Knocks me out. I wake up the next morning on the deck. The fish is gone. Never felt dumber. So it got away? I think there's another version of me that would have spent the rest of my life trying to catch that fish, Captain Ahab style. Like Moby Dick? I'm sure Daisy would be supportive. Aw, man, fishing's a life. Haven't gone enough lately. You go fishing? No. I can't tell him that I'm terrible at fishing. Why not? Why? Okay, since you're such a pro, I'm taking you fishing. Do you want to go fishing? Wait, don't answer that. Yes, you do. We're going fishing. No, we're not. Oh, I don't know. Come on, it'll be a blast. I know the perfect little fishing spot. Are we going now? Why do you sound like you... Brian extends his hand and gives me a friendly but firm handshake. I see that competitive fire in his eyes. This is going to become a whole thing, isn't it? No, it won't, because I'm never going to see Brian again. Once Brian takes over babysitting duties, Amanda walks home. Mind you, that's his kid. Where is Daisy's mother? Actually, I'm just curious. We know that Craig's divorced. As far as we know, the alcoholic does not have a kid, which feels weird in a game that's called Dream Daddies. Why are you a daddy? Yeah, Craig's divorced. Joseph is still married. Brian, Matt have not mentioned a wife. Who knows what's going on with Hugo? I should do him next. Did I do Hugo yet? No, I didn't. So, how was your hang with Brian? He wasn't too spicy about his crushing defeat, was he? Nah, he was pretty gracious about it. Like, frustratingly gracious. Yeah, how dare that guy have some decency? Come on, Daddy. Seems like a neat dude. Disagree. I don't know. That guy loves a good competition. But then again, apparently, so do I. We need to stop hanging out. What did you and Daisy end up doing? Oh, we hunted for treasure for a bit, but Daisy was really adamant about not digging without a permit. So we just watched some documentary about theoretical physics. I put her to bed, then sat around eating Brian's food. I can't believe I'm finally the cool older kid. Feels great. You're gonna hang out with Brian again? That's the thing. He wants to go fishing. Oh. I told him I was an amazing fisherman. You hate fishing. I know. I'm kind of panicking. I'm sure it'll be fine. All you have to do is wake up at the crack of dawn and sit silently in a boat on a lake for hours on end with no promise of tangible reward, your only companion being the fear and doubt you harbor deep within your heart. Fishing's fun, you'll remind yourself, as the world darkens around you and you wonder if it's really you staring back at yourself in the lake's simple or simply the abyss. There's a Hosier reference somewhere buried in there. DeSelby Part 1. Damn, how does that song go? I'm remembering part 2, but not part 1. Does it matter? No, but now I'm determined to figure out what this Hosier reference is. But still the mind, rejecting this new empty space, fills it with something or someone. No closer could I be to God. That's the reference I was trying to make. Yeah, laugh it up, Amanda. You are coming with us. It is my constitutional right to outright refuse that order. Daisy's coming too. Well, I bet I could convince Brian to bring his dog. Fine, sold. I'm in. What the hell? How did this become a family fishing trip? Oh, score time. Daddy points? Crazy. S rank. I'm livid. Not Hawaiian shirt. Yo ho ho. Soft boy? That's what we're calling him? Alright. Oh, Craig. What do you want? Hey, buddy, so I have a favor to ask. Robert invited me over for dinner, and I know it's kind of a faux pas to invite another bro. Robert's the alcoholic! I'm never gonna remember his name. I've known the guy for years, and I still can't get a read on him, and I know it's gonna be super awkward if I go by myself, so please come with me. I love food. I especially love food that's free, and I don't know why you're sweaty over cooking, but sure. Eat that dinner is crazy. Okay, wait. I should go on at least one date with Hugo, and then we'll go to dinner with Craig and Robert, and then we'll do the thing with Damien and Hugo. I feel like that's a good game plan. Okay. I navigate Hugo's dad book page and type out a message. Computer dings. I'm so glad you messaged me. I definitely want to hang out sometime, but I have a favor to ask. Our class is going on a field trip to the aquarium today, and one of our chaperones. Is there any possibility you could come and replace them? I completely understand if you don't want to or can't make it, but I'm going to be honest with you. It's the middle school class. I need as much help as I can get. I think for a minute, man, that's a lot of screaming kids that I'd be accountable for, and they're in middle school. Arguably the worst age to be. Honestly, I had a conversation with my friend about this recently. Middle schoolers are the worst. You are the worst version of yourself in middle school. I think that is like a universal fact. But I guess we're going to chaperone a bunch of middle schoolers on a field trip. Hey, how was middle school for you? Bad, but nobody likes middle school. It's 3 years of bad, acne, crying, and being generally terrible. Middle schoolers should be avoided at all costs. See? This is a universally accepted fact. Middle schoolers are just the worst. Middle schoolers are reprehensible. Wait, why are you asking me about middle school? Mr. Vega requested my help chaperoning his middle school class. I just wanted to know if I should go in for it. You get to go to the aquarium? Are you kidding me? The last field trip I got to go to was the clam chowder factory. Why would you go on a field trip to the clam chowder factory? Not they gave you square pizza. To be fair, Lito's has banging pizza. That's the only place I know that has square pizza. Oh, is that why you won't eat clam chowder anymore? No, it's because Bobby Wellingham threw up in one of the vats of clam chowder, and I'm the only one who saw it happen. I just had an unreasonably visceral reaction to that information. I don't even eat clam chowder, and this is fiction. You should just do it. Mr. Vegas sounds like you could really use the help. Plus, you get to hang out with cool fish. True, I do like the aquarium. I get kind of weird about aquariums. The ocean makes me nervous. What? The aquarium is so cool! Let Hugo know that I'm available. He tells me to meet him at the aquarium and gives me the address. I grab my keys, kiss Amanda on the forehead before I go out. Doesn't this girl have school? I arrive at the aquarium and find that the school buses have beaten me there. Preteens huddled around their teachers in small groups, yelling at each other and goofing off. Each teacher looks like they're at their wits' end. Hugo jogs up to me looking frazzled. I'm so glad you're here. Hugo! It's been a debacle all morning. We're short-handed and most of the kids won't stop screaming, as I'm sure you know is the case with all middle schoolers. I lived through Amanda at 12. I am all too familiar. Great. Well, it's you and me chaperoning a group of 10 kids. They're over there. That is not that bad. Not they go back to texting. At least they're quiet. Too quiet. These guys are up to something. I can feel it. There's no way. They're too busy thinking about not getting food stuck in their braces to pull any stunts. That's actually so far from the truth. We'll see. Aquarium! I should go to the aquarium again. It's been like a couple of years since I've gone. Wait, I thought you were an English teacher. What does the aquarium have to do with books? We just did a unit on the old man and the sea. Nothing quite like introducing kids to the futile perseverance of the human spirit by making them pet stingrays. Slay. Gives us some time to check out the exhibits as well. Come on. They have a phenomenal selection of tropical fish. Sit on the floor and pretend to do their assignments while they text. Hugo and I wander over to the big tank filled with brightly colored fish. A brown and white fish with long spines. Their stomachs can expand up to 30 times in size. Why would they need that? Their spines are venomous, too. Nature is hardcore. You think that's bad? Take a look at that one over there. Spiny, grumpy-looking fish hanging out near the bottom of the tank. That's a stonefish. Aren't stonefish, like, ridiculously hideous? Although they've got really killer camouflage. Wow. The kids begin trying to take selfies with the sharks. They'll be fine. Not fighting over a Capri Sun. Reading the tiny little blurbs about different fish swimming aside the enclosure. After a while, I look around and see Hugo again. He's gazing up at the aquarium with childlike wonder. He looks really cute in this light. I hope he doesn't notice me staring. Stop staring. Not are those two sharks kissing. I'd rather stare at you. Ooh, he didn't like that. Boo! Ooh, touch tank. Such a short drive to get to the touch tank. That's a good song. Touch Tank by Quinny. He's so pretty when he goes down on me. Soft skin, eager baby blues go out the laundry. He says he's gentle and he wants to be. I think he wants to be gentle with me. Not keep a wary distance from the sea life. Who knows what nefarious kind of plans those horseshoe crabs have for my well-moisturized hands. Hugo rolls up his sleeve and sticks his hand in the water. Yes, pet the rays! Pet the rays! Don't make fun of me, but I'm scared to touch them. It's weird when there's no glass separating them. I don't know what any of these things are, but I get the feeling they will probably bite me and my delicious hands if given the chance. Nothing in this tank can hurt you. The stingrays have had their barbs removed. Oh, that's kind of sad. The horseshoe crabs only eat little clams, and the anemones are perfectly safe to the touch. Slowly dip my hand in the cold water, and I touch a stingray as it glides past. It feels like fun, slimy leather. Things get a lot less scary when you learn more about them, right? You sound like a... I was going to say you sound like a teacher, but he literally is. I dive my hand back into the touch tank with a renewed vigor for ocean life. I poke at some urchins. I feel the hard carapace of a horseshoe crab. My hand brushes against Hugo's as we reach for the same anemone. I pull back, blushing. Hugo smiles at me. Hey, you're supposed to be touching the fish. I get a little carried away sometimes. Wait, that girl over there looks suspicious. Why is that? Are backpacks usually wet? Hold on. Susan, get back here. Look, kid. I'm not afraid to hit a child is crazy. I'm not going to say that. That's an easy 5 to 10 in the clink. I had a buddy go down for that once. He came out a changed man. Said he missed something. You're not a teacher. You can't tell me what to do. Well, I can't. You're right. Actually, I'm not a teacher, which means if I hit you, nobody's going to fire me for it. I'm not going to hit a kid. I'm just saying. Next time, I'll just trip her when she runs past. Not a horseshoe crab. Girl. Jesus, Susan, what was your plan? I was trying to free him. To where? Outside where he was going to die? Go back to your group. We'll discuss this later. Middle schoolers have sticky hands. I doubt that's the first time that's happened here. Or the last. In the next room, we see a variety of smaller tanks, sea urchins, tiny fish, a rainbow of beautiful underwater plant life. Look over here! Seahorses. Is any of them pregnant? Oh, Slay! One of them is literally giving birth. I am clairvoyant. Hey, kids, come check this out. There's a male seahorse giving birth. Oh my gosh, shout out to Fish Hooks. That teacher was pregnant for like the entirety of that show. You seem to know a lot about marine life. Is this your special interest? I think that learning shouldn't end when you leave school. We should challenge ourselves to find out more about the things we don't understand every day of our lives. I agree. Because if you stop learning, I don't think you'll ever be able to grow or change as a person. That's so real. Oh my God. Good point. But I still don't trust the ocean. You don't have to trust the ocean. There's too much of the ocean we don't understand to trust the ocean. But that doesn't mean you should stop learning about it. Arctic exhibit. Slay. Do we get to see the penguins? Yes, we get to see the penguins. Hell yes. Slay. Ah, hello, little penguins. There's a student in the penguin. How? How did a student get in the penguin enclosure? I look over to the penguins and see a determined-looking kid crouching behind a rock. She's hiding just out of sight of one of the employees. Over on the side of the enclosure, I see the door to the exhibit ajar. Was it unlocked this whole time? We gotta stop her before the class sees and bans our school for life. I'll create a distraction. Oh no. Here's a few facts I bet you didn't know about penguins. Yeah, girl, go! Psst! Hey! Kid, what are you even doing? I'm letting the penguins go. They deserve freedom. Where are they gonna go? They're gonna live in my closet. That's so much worse! Not she wanted money. Oh my God. No. Good grief. Now I have to stop the birds. How do I do that? Oh no! I accidentally closed the game. Ah! Block that bird! We're starting the game over. I don't like that the hands get in the way. Oh, there's the child. Girl, if you don't get your ass... No! Why are they coming at me so fast? Oh my God. This doesn't make any sense. Those hands are useless. Oh! Somehow I got an S. Slay. What were you doing in there? I was liberating animals, Mr. Vega. What is going on? You realize that penguins can only survive in Arctic temperatures, right? You would have had a dead penguin on your hands. Well, it was a thought that counts. No, Molly, it wasn't. This was a bad date. All things considered. But to be fair, we were dealing with middle schoolers. There's no way this could have gone well. I walk into the house to find it empty. Where's the panda at? Amanda pops in through the front door. Where you was at? Some kid tried to steal a penguin. We've all been there. Had to run in and grab her before the employees saw. You got to go in the penguin exposure? Did you steal a penguin for us? Amanda, no penguins were stolen. Thanks to the valiant effort of myself and Mr. Vega. It was nice getting to spend some time with Hugo, though. He's actually pretty cool. I had a good time with him. Alright, too much adventure for me today. I'm going to rest my eyes. You mean take a nap? There's a difference. You'll learn when you become a father. I love the implication that she can or will become a father. I got a B. That's about what I expected. I didn't give him any answers he liked, which kind of sucked. Asiago getter? Don't piss me off. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Dimitri, listen. This is you from the past. Whoa, how did this happen? I figured you're trying to reply to this. Because I know myself. But this is an automated message from you earlier this morning. When it was socially acceptable to go out and buy ice cream. I forgot I did that. I forgot how I did that as well. The future is amazing. Who do I run the risk of running into if I go buy ice cream right now? Because I said I was going to go to dinner with Craig and Robert. And then I was going to go deal with Damien and Hugo, and then I was going to go out with Matt. Okay, let's go buy that ice cream. It's probably a little short side mission. I always buy one of those little, like, pint ones so that I can just go and eat the whole thing in one sitting if I want. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I eat it in, like, 3 sittings, but I still buy the little ones. What are you doing here, kid? You're cool, right? I'm cool, but I don't see what that has to do with anything. Well, if you're cool, you'll help me out, right? There's no fire involved, is there? Just clouds. So if I give you 20, will you buy me e-liquid? Absolutely not! It's like Gatorade, you know, electrolyte liquid. I get it myself, but I'm banned from here for trying to run a grift on the cashier. E-liquid, that's not, sounds like a vape thing. No? It's not a vape thing? Classic fiddle game, you know the deal. Oh, if you're talking about balanced electric lights, then I got you, little buddy. And I didn't know you played the fiddle. And a tub of cookie dough. Pistachio? No. I turned to the cashier. Say, where's your finest e-liquid? Behind the counter. You got an ID? First of all, my daughter is older than you. Second of all, I'm flattered. I switched shampoos recently. Is it taking some years off? Look, you need to be 21 to buy vape juice. Your hair does not look a day over 20. Thank you for your flattery. So you're telling me that e-liquid is not a sports drink? Wow, you're dumb. I was correct. It is a vape thing. I better go give this kid a piece of my mind. Okay, look, I'm going to pretend you didn't just try to trick me into buying you the old Baphomet's cough syrup and then go outside and purchase my ice cream. I won't tell your dad if you promise to scram and stop vaping, you popcorn lung. Whatever you 25. Go home, Ernest. Complete my purchase with the good cashier. Thank you, kind sir, for your time and generous hair compliments. Ernest is still outside. Looks like he's waiting for some other poor sap. Guess I should go outside and save this other guy some grief. Wait a second, that's definitely a cop. Oh boy. Bolt outside. Did you seriously just try to get a cop to buy you e-liquid? Do you know this kid? I'm friends with his dad. We live in the same cul-de-sac. Listen, he's a good kid. I'm this boy's father. Here. I was already handling it. Ernest, what are you doing? I want a lawyer. First of all, good first instinct. Remember that you're not required to answer any questions from a police officer without a lawyer present. You're this boy's father? Yes, sir. Ernest likes to lash out at me like this ever since the accident. Oh, I don't like talking about it. That's fine. Robert gets a wistful twinkle in his eye. It all started 7 summers ago. That trope of I don't like talking about it, and then before you even ask them to talk about it, they start talking about it, makes me chuckle every time. I will always laugh at it. I can leave you to take it from here. Sounds good. Thanks, officer. Ernest, come along now. You'll be cleaning grout out of the rain gutters for a week thanks to this transgression. Thanks. I want to say Richard. Don't mention it, Hemingway. Get in trouble plenty of times in my life. Just try to do my good deed for the day. Will you buy me e-liquid if I give you $20? Child, I will end you. Because I'm so glad Dimitri said that because I was thinking the same thing. I'm going to beat your behind and I guarantee your father ain't going to stop me. He reminds me a lot of myself when I was his age. Do you have kids or not? Did you get your wallet back? That boy is the reason why we don't have prizes in cereal anymore. Catch you around, Dimitri. He tosses me my wallet. How did he? I stole it back. Keep it in your front pocket or use a chain like back in your ska days. Smell you later. See you, Robert. Okay, let's go ahead and eat that dinner. I just saw Robert, but it's fine. Maybe he'll grow on me. I can hear my mother outside. She just got home from somewhere. She's on the phone, so I can already hear her, and she hasn't even opened the door. I don't even know if she's gotten out of her car yet. Why is Craig being so apprehensive? Does he know something about Robert that I don't? I'm guessing he doesn't know anything. Craig and I decide to meet up before heading over to Robert's place. Why? We all live like down the street from each other. Robert literally has a wine cellar, so I think he's good. Robert has a wine cellar? I'm genuinely unsure if he's ever telling the truth or not. I can never tell with him. Thank God it's not just me. I never know. He's so deadpan about everything. I usually just laugh it off, but man, the guy's an enigma. Oh my God. When I was in 7th grade, I had an English teacher who was monotone. And so his humor was inherently like dry and sarcastic. And I used to think he was the funniest man alive. Everybody else did not appreciate his humor as much because it was like deadpan. Because he was incapable of speaking any other way. Shout out to Mr. Entlemeyer. I hope he's doing well. We start walking over to Robert's house. Does Robert even know how to cook? I have sincere doubts about whether he even knows how to shave properly or iron his shirts. I feel like you learn to cook after you learn those two first. Maybe not so much ironing your shirts. Because, like, I started learning to cook when I was in high school. And I think I started learning to iron clothes. Technically, the first time I ironed clothes was in 10th grade because I was stage crew for a musical and them boys couldn't keep a shirt unwrinkled to save their lives. And so somehow I ended up on ironing duty, and it was literally the first time I had ever held an iron. I'd seen my mom iron before, of course, but that was the first time I had used an iron, and I was like, I'm gonna burn somebody's costume. But I'm incredibly determined. As far as I'm concerned, I can do literally anything in this entire world. If you put me in front of a computer and said, if you put me in the seat of an airplane and said, fly this plane, I'd be like, sure, I'll figure it out. I don't know why I have this, how hard can it be gene going on that makes me feel like if I decide I'm gonna do something, it can't be that difficult. I'm gonna figure it out. I didn't burn anybody's costumes, but I ended up having to do it I ended up having to do it for like 8 days in a row because we had 9 shows total, and I did it for the first time on show 2, and somehow it just became my job. I would be doing other stuff, and people would walk up to me with their wrinkled shirts, and the boys always looked at me like sad puppy dog. You know how when a dog gets in trouble and it looks at you like, sorry. That's how every single boy walked up to me with their wrinkled ass shirt that I had ironed the day before 8 days in a row. One time I saw him grab a hot dog from a trash can. Ugh. In his defense, I've definitely considered grabbing food from the top of the trash before. What the hell? We've all considered it? No. Actually, I have not considered it. If it's in the trash, it's in the trash. I'll grab packaging from the top of the trash can. Like, you know when you're going to make something, right? And you toss the box, forgetting that the instructions are on the box. And then you're like, I actually don't know how long I'm supposed to cook this for. So you grab the package out the trash so that you can see it. That is as far as I will go as far as going in the trash for things. Food, if it's in the trash, I've lost it. I can't eat it anymore. That's the end of that. Maybe we're holding ourselves back. No, you're not. You're holding yourselves back from a disease, an upset stomach, gout is the one I meant to say. Finally, the door opens. Robert looks a little surprised to see me. Dimitri, didn't know you'd be tagging along. I feel bad. Because personally, I absolutely hate when I make plans to hang out with one person and then they bring another person along and don't tell me. That would piss me off so bad, especially because this is in my house. If I invited a friend over, I was like, hey, come hang, we'll have some food and watch some TV, and then they brought another bitch. Whether I know them or not, I would be pissed. I would be like, who the hell are you to invite people to my house without telling me? I'd be livid. Did Craig not tell Robert I was coming? Come on, Craig. I can leave if there's not. No, it's fine. Come on in. Didn't know you had a dog. Oh, yeah, that's Betsy. Have to put her up when guests come over. She'll calm down in a bit. Dinner should be ready in a minute. Hope you guys like also buco. Is that what he just said? What the hell is that? Googling. Robert leaves, presumably to go to the kitchen. Craig leaves in and was the dog fighting thing real or was he kidding? I don't know. I think he was telling the truth about that. What's also busco? I don't know. Did he just make up that word? No. Until I have also buco in front of me, we can only assume so. He did not make it up. Are we about to get sawed? What's happening here? Nah, usually you wake up in those situations. We voluntarily walked into this one, which does not save you at all, by the way. Robert finally walks into the room carrying 3 paper plates of steaming food like a waiter. Why? Oh, okay, cool. I don't have a dining table. I don't trust them, so we're eating here. I was about to ask why we didn't just go eat at the table. What do you mean real people plates? Are you not a real what you should have said is I don't have, like, ceramic plates or literally anything else besides real people would have made sense. Robert sets plates in front of us on the coffee table. I still can't tell what it is. Looks like meat, maybe. Lots of sauce. I can make out some vegetables. I think this might be rice, but it could also be pasta. Guess there's only one way to find out. Tune in to Cyber Chase. Robert, this is really incredible. You cooked this? I fished it out of a dumpster behind a restaurant, or at least I think it was a restaurant. Can you believe that people just throw this stuff away? I'm kidding. Like, come on now. Like, be serious. You know he can't be telling the truth. Like, let's use our critical thinking skills just a little bit there. You lived in Spain? After I dropped out of college. I went backpacking through Europe, crashed on couches, sleeping in hostels, whatever, totally broke. Worked a couple of odd jobs wherever I could scrape together some cash. You have family in Spain? That's crazy. Over the course of 2 years, I worked my way up from busboy to sous chef and learned a lot. Craig and I wait for the punchline. What night watchman he's had to swindle to get back to the States, or who did he con in a game of poker in the back room of a speakeasy for safe passage in the crew quarters of a cargo ship. This is just like my teacher, Mr. Enschelmeyer. I hope he's doing great. I have no idea what he's up to now, because by the time my sister was going to that school, he was no longer a teacher there. She had no idea who that man was. But I hope he's doing great wherever he's at now. Is it bad if I ask for seconds? Help yourself, but save room for desserts. I made lemon berry savarin. He's saying words I've never heard before. Well, aren't you just full of... Why are you looking at me? Surprises. Robert winks. You bet I am. You can come over for dinner anytime. Craig. I'm gonna go get seconds. Damn. Why make it sound like he don't want me to come back over here? Robert, you got a thing for Craig? My bad if I was interrupting your little date. Thanks for coming. I'm making an attempt to be more social. Well, we're always happy to stop by if you want company, especially if there's also buco involved. I am really, really bad at saying that word. Jesus Christ. Okay, what did I say was my next step? Damien and Hugo, I think, and then solo date with Matt. Okay, they want to play poker, right? Wait, I thought somebody wanted to play poker. Are they not playing poker? Did I miss this? Do you want to go see some art? See some art! Excuse me. Why did I think they wanted to play poker? Who wanted to play poker? Oh, was it Matt? Did Matt want to play poker? Yes, it was Matt who wanted to play poker. Okay, slay. Well, we're going to go deal with Damien and Hugo first. And then I'm going to do a solo activity with Matt of some sort. Damien and Hugo invited me to the monthly art walk in downtown Maple Bay. I've never really been to one of those before, so I'm not quite sure what I'm in for. I don't see Damien or Hugo anywhere. I feel just a little uncomfortable standing among all these fancy art people. Dimitri! Joseph! What are you doing here? Joseph scoffs at me. What am I doing here? How could you ask me that? I'm obviously a huge fan of art. Appreciatus? Tell the truth. Okay, fine. Damien invited me to this art thing. I'm guessing he invited you too. Yep, admittedly, a little out of my depth here. So, this is a group outing? Why do I keep getting invited to random ass group outings? I look around and spot Hugo and Damien, who seem to have just arrived at the gallery. Good eve, good eve, good eve. Why'd you say it 3 times? Evening, friends. Who's ready for some art? All you have to know is that if you're ever feeling overwhelmed, there's generally always a table that has free wine and cheese. I like art now. I'm going to talk art with you guys. So what's the first piece? At the risk of sounding uninformed, do all these landscapes look like butts to you guys? It would appear as if you are correct. Valid assessment, Dimitri. Hey, this art stuff's pretty easy. Oh, it gets more complicated. What'd I miss? Butts. Shame. The cheese is nice, though. Shall we visit the next place? Why you make it sound like y'all are leaving the building? We leave the first gallery and walk a few minutes before we reach another one. Oh, they are. They did leave the building. Oh geez. What am I looking at here? This is abstract art. I think the more in question is, what does this art mean to you? It represents strife. Care to expand upon it? These vivid, simple forms communicate a solemnity that is betrayed by the raw expressiveness of the brushwork, which in a way speaks to the essential nature of human experience. That is all sorts of random jargon. Jesus Christ. Okay, the scars left by the passage of time, the turmoil of contemporary life are both contextualized and deepened by the rose-colored echoes of pre-Oedipal consciousness. Slow down there. Do us a favor and keep it simple. It's a but. Yeah, that's definitely a but. While a valid assessment, I can't help feeling your initial judgment may be closer to the artist's intentions. Maybe you're underestimating how much the artist likes butts. You are a servant of the Lord. Oh my god, this is such a kooky crew. As we look at one of the paintings, a patron scoffs loudly. Psh, I could do that. Excuse me? Oh my god. Hugo's about to start a fight. Oh no. Hugo, not here. No, come back here. The patron walks away, not noticing Hugo fuming right next to him. You say you could do that, but you didn't. You don't seem to have the intellectual depth or the artistic skill to execute a piece even a fraction as impressive as this one. Art is the truest expression of the self, and it seems like your self is bad, so your art would be bad. Hugo's insult game isn't the best, but there's no denying his passion. Damien is holding him back at this point. Friend, he's not worth it. I forgot that Damien was supposed to have a British accent. So now I'm throwing that back in there. Hugo manages to cool down. He smooths down his jacket. This is Damien right now. This isn't you. Look at me. This isn't who you are. They're so kissing booth coded. I'm sorry. I just love art. Very much. We know, buddy. Damien, Hugo, Joseph, and I. Well, this is a crazy shot. The three of them all standing here is like sending the hell out of me. Several masked performers in leotards undulate wildly on the ground, screaming both at each other and at us. So, quick question. Shoot. What is happening? I second that question. Performance art. What does it mean? Again, I pose the very same question to you, Mr. Peterson. We watch the rest of the performance as earnestly as we can and clap politely after the dancers scream their way off stage. Phew, I think I'm all arted out. Agreed. We all decide to walk home together. Slay. Oh, they switched positions. Switching the positions for you. I think what I've learned tonight, and not just what I've learned about art, which was nice and extremely exploitative, but what I've learned tonight is that when you put a bunch of tiny wine and cheese together, it eventually becomes regular wine and regular cheese, followed by too much wine and too much cheese. The tiny cheese lulled me into a false sense of security. I felt safe with the tiny cheese. Wax wings too close to the sun. Yes, Icarus! Oh my god. There's an entire Hosier. There's actually a couple of Hosier references to Icarus, I'm pretty sure. But he's got an entire song about it. I Carry On. Such a good-ass song. Hey, if you guys were painters, what would you paint? I actually dabble in oils. I mostly paint landscapes. I'm not very good, but it's a nice way to pass the time. I think I would focus on personal portraits of people in unique professions. Like, example, luchadors. I think I'd paint boats. Seascapes, maybe some lighthouses, mostly boats. Really? Yeah, I'm surprised you're choosing boats in favor of a long history of religious imagery and hard work. What? Boats are cool. Oh, wait, he's the one with the anchor on the top of his house, right? Yeah, that makes so much sense. He's got a lot of nautical decor. That's his thing. Ooh, what would I paint? Tasteful nudes of the artist? No. God, no. Landscapes? I think I would paint food. I'd probably do still lifes of various foods. Bowls of fruit, maybe some bread in there. Would there be cheese involved? Whoops, wrong man. I gave an accent to Joseph by accident there. See, I thought about it, and no. I can't stare at a pile of cheese for 8 hours without eating some of it, and that would ruin the whole thing. Or, you could just like, so what if you, hear me out. You could paint like a corner, and then you could eat that corner. And so like, as you paint, just eat the parts you've already painted, because then you don't need them for reference. Or you could paint eating cheese. It would just be an empty bowl. I'm debating. Again, going out with Joseph is just to be messy. No, I'm not interested in going on out with Craig because Craig is outdoorsy and I'm not. I don't want him to ask me to run again. So we're going on a solo date with Matt. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyway. Slay. Amanda! Amanda sticks her head out of her room. Father! Want to go to the coffee spoon? Oh, so you get called cool once, and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at coffee shops and listens to neo-jazz and stuff? Who called me cool? Amanda. Are you going to bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? God, no. We're not going to rupee car it. Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. Oh! It's Peter. Peter? I don't think that's his name. I guess we'll find out in a second. Him and his broken-ass hip. Pablo! I had the right letter. Which is better than, listen, for me, that's pretty darn good, actually. Oh my god, he's a backyardigan. That's how I'll remember it. That's not gonna help, though, because I'm just gonna call him the backyardigan next time. Hey, you were the dude I yelled at a bunch the other night. Amanda cast a sideways glass at me. He tried to sell me t-shirts. And who might you be, miss? This is my daughter, Amanda, the person I am a father to and very protective of. An honor to make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay. I don't know. You might be a little too old for her. Back off, because she's still in high school. A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that will dissuade my need to impress you. Oh, God. My innate dad senses tingle. I'm overwhelmed with fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my... Change the subject. Anyways, Pablo, I didn't know you worked here. Yeah, man, today's my first day. Matt's still training me. Dimitri, thank God. Hey, maid. I see you got on your maid outfit like you always do. All right, Pablo. Now, what do we do with customers again? Right, yes. Hello, good folks of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin spice latte. Oh my God, smashing pumpkins. Shout out to them. A classic. And you... Not Americano. Decaf for cutie. Oh my God. Decaf for cutie. Please don't want too much caffeine. Decaf. Sounds like you're settling. I have a very early bedtime that I can't miss. Oh, the sound of settling is a Death Cab for Cutie song, which was the band that this pun was off of. So when I said it, it kind of sounded like you were settling. I'm going to stop talking now. God, I love him so much. Ah! He's so cute. Hey, man, the concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again. Hell yes. I'm actually going to be done training Pablo in a couple hours and was going record shopping. Want to come along? Absolutely. Amanda buries herself in her laptop. Oh, she legitimately brought her laptop. Slay. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store. You should not leave Pablo alone with your child. The walls are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. Few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. An indie band is playing through the speaker. It's a nice band. This feels like something from Steven Universe. I just watched the Steven Universe movie. I've seen it before. I rewatched it the other day because it's a fire-ass movie. So now Steven Universe is in my head. So why do people still buy records? You have a record player. Why are you asking that question? I just think it's nice to collect them, actually. When I told my dad I wanted a record player for Christmas, he was like, why? Record players haven't been popular since before you were born. I was like, Dad. My parents routinely call me an old lady because almost every year I ask for something from before my time for Christmas. I got a Polaroid camera one year. I got a record player. I've been dying to get a typewriter. Just because I think it's cool to have old stuff. That's why I try to get as many records that I love, as many of the records that I love in physical form as possible. That is my rule of thumb. If I like every song on an album or almost every song on an album, then I need to have either a CD or a vinyl copy because my record player also plays CDs. So I have a pretty decent collection of CDs and a nice collection of records that I'm building over time. I'll only buy a record or a CD version of an album if I know / like more of the songs on it than not. So like for example, I only know one song off of the new Charlie XCX album that everybody's obsessed with, Brat. So I'm not gonna buy it. not going to buy a physical copy of that album. I know one song on it, and I don't know if that'll ever change. We'd have to wait around to the radio with a cassette tape so we could record our favorite songs. Made each listen really special, and mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was in high school. No tea, no shade to playlists, okay? I put a lot of work into my playlist. Let's talk about my playlist game. My playlists go hard and they take a lot of effort, okay? Let me give you some of my playlists names and length, okay? I've got a collection of happy songs, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's 38 hours. 38 hours and 30 minutes. I got a bad bitch mix because I think everybody should have one, which is 25 hours and 29 minutes. I've got one that's called Given the Music in This Playlist, a long irrelevant title seems most fitting, which is 62 hours and 52 minutes. That is where all of my like pop punk alt music goes. It's inspired by Panic at the Disco, Fall Out Boy, and Pierce the Veil. And like Paramore, because those were the first bands in that genre that I like started listening to. And in 2010, 2012, when I started listening to them, all of their titles were super long sentences that usually were not said in the song. I've got one that's All We Do is Drive, which is specifically for driving at night. It's 48 hours and 35 minutes long. Songs I mostly had no business listening to in middle school, which is 10 hours and 22 minutes right now. I haven't finished that one, but you know. Just to name a few. I take a lot of pride in my playlist. Don't diss the playlist, okay? Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Purple? Y'all, you just pissed me off. If I was a milkshake, what would I be? Probably cookies and cream. You could only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life. What would it be? It would have to be something citrus. None of these are citrus. I'm a citrus person more often than not. This is the candle I currently am burning. It's tangerine and vanilla. This is a bunch of trees. I like to repurpose candle jars because they're so cute, aren't they? So this one is for my makeup brushes, but it used to be a candle. And this one is like technically a pen cup, but I've got combs in here and scissors, so it's a little bit of a miscellaneous item cup. This one is eucalyptus and sage and rosemary. It was coconut wax, which is a pretty good multi-purpose candle. Okay, anyway, let's pick one. Daffodil Mountain Spring, Camouflage Summer Bring, Spring Creek Fireball, Power Violence Cherry Blossom. I guess we'll do cherry blossoms. I like cherry blossoms. What's your favorite ambient sound? Music. Rain, a bowling alley. Ugh. Oh. Sorry, a bowling alley as ambient noise sounds like a nightmare. We'll go with rain because I don't know what the Star Trek thing is. This is Trouble Will Find Me by The National. I feel like I should take this recommendation down somewhere. I finished paying for my record and we head out the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. Back down memory lane. Anyway, I haven't been in a record shop like that since Vans had shag carpeting. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all the weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me, not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. There's music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor that I didn't know where my next meal was coming from, all that stuff. And listening to those songs reminds me of those moments in my time. That's so real. I feel the same way. Yeah, now that I think about it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was. And then that even reminds me of a younger me going to see my favorite bands in concert with all my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? I don't know, but I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? Yes! Absolutely! What? Molly's got to hook up. She says to meet in an alley near the coffee shop. Slay! Okay, if it turns out it's the feds, you make a break for it and I'll take the heat. Just promise me that you'll raise Amanda like she was your own. You realize that weed has been legalized in this state, right? I definitely knew that. But we live in dangerous times. Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly of Maple Bay? We could find ourselves on the wrong end of a deal gone bad, and just look out for Amanda. I swear. Oh, here's our guy. Coming around the corner in one of those nasty grease dumpsters, shrouded in doctors, is a lean figure. Excuse me, Mr. Drugman? First of all, Mr. Drugman is crazy. I was gonna start singing Mr. Sandman, but I got distracted. Who sent you? We're cool, man. We're cool. Says who? For all I know, you could be with the feds. Actually, we need a leg. Prove you're cool. What? I need to know that you're down or I bolt. Do I show him I'm not wearing a wire or cite mutually assured destruction? This is insane. Damien's son is smelling weed in a back alley. I don't know. We could have just gone to a dispensary. Y'all got dispensaries in Maple Bay? We got tons of them where I live. Now that the formalities are out of the way. How much do you want? One. One what? Yeah. He means weed, Lucian. I will take one weed, please. This is blowing me. Y'all don't know how... Oh my god. I get it. They're dads. They're old. They're out of touch. But you telling me you don't know how weed is measured? Just don't tell my dad. Let's all forget this happened. I won't tell your dad if you don't. Fair. Do y'all know how to roll? Because you don't know how to measure, so you can't possibly know how to roll. Unless Lucian sells pre-rolls, I should... Oh, there we go. They had... Okay, it's not a pre-roll. They went to the gas station to buy rolling paper, so they do know how to roll. Slay. Carmen Cena's having a sleepover tonight, so that gives us all the time we need to do drugs. I feel... Y'all are making this so much more awkward than it needs to be. Not let's do some drugs. We lay the marijuana drugs out on the coffee table. This is so... Do you want to do the honors? Please, it's your house. Neither of y'all know how to roll. He starts rolling it back and forth, and the paper breaks almost immediately, spilling drugs all over the couch. The way they're talking about this is crazy. Never was too good at this. Is able to successfully roll a nice-looking weed cigarette. He hands me a lighter and the blunt, I think, and I take it. This is not what I remember. It's been a while, though, so maybe pot drugs have gotten more potent since the last time I smoked. The way they're talking about this is blowing me. His eyes go wide. That's not weed. Oh, God. Did we develop a taste for meth? No, it's... Yeah, this is oregano. Not that little punk ripped us off. See? I told them they should have just gone to a dispensary. If weed is legal there, they probably have dispensaries. See photos of Carmen Cita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with the two. Who's that? Oh, that's Rosa. She died. Slay. Did I already know that? I'm so sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age, too. I can understand how hard that must have been. Were you two in a band together? Yeah. That was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Seems like a life some people only dream of. Anyway, oh man, let's see if I still got it. I sit down at the piano. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. I walk a lonely road, the only road that I have ever known. Is that the right one? No, that's Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Damn. To be fair, they have the exact same guitar chords, I'm pretty sure. And after all, you're my Wonderwall. Go with a classic, I guess. Alright, buddy, can you top that? I shouldn't. Come on. No, it's been a long time. Never too late to get back up on it. You just sat through a butchered version of Chopsticks, a song that children who are learning the piano usually figure out before they're 10. How much worse can it get? Ooh, oh, wow. He really liked that I encouraged him to play the piano. That's kind of crazy. Closes his eyes and runs his finger over the keys. He breathes in deep and starts playing a melody. If I didn't know that he hadn't played piano for a long time, I never would have guessed it. Soft, sweet tune filled with an emotion. Is it one of his original works? This is so cool. Opens his eyes. How was that? That was amazing. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, man. That was killer. You're going to pull that out in open mic night? Oh, no. I never play at those. Well, why not? You're really good. She's really good. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. It's just, I just don't do it anymore. I just don't like being up there and alone and having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. Alright, man, but I hope you know how beautiful your music is. Thanks. We listen to more records until it gets late and I decide that I need to get to bed. Matt walks me to my door. Let's never tell anybody about the oregano, okay? Deal. Wait, can I tell my doctor? I don't know anything about the health effects of us smoking oregano and I think we'll be fine. Night, dude. Night. They are so cute. I love them. I kind of want to keep playing, but I've been at it for 2 hours already, and that's usually my cutoff point for recording. Hey, Amanda! What smells like a pizza parlor in here? What? Nothing. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry. What? Wait, no. Hi, hungry? No! I'm Dad! Amanda collapses on the floor. Not the way she went swoosh to the ground. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo. You set it up, I spike it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Amanda and I had a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff, and I end up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. Give me a tape. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Yes, Thumper. Potty humor, handy, grunge, banned puns, record collecting, oregano. What'd I get? An A. Grr. King of carrot flowers, LOL. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to turn in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk back down the hall. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but can't quite make it out. Is she crying? Hey, Amanda? Not right now! Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline, knees hugged up against her body. I don't want to talk about it. Did something happen? No! Nothing happened. Go away. I really don't want to leave her alone, but I know that you shouldn't push when somebody is adamantly against talking. What has her so upset? She seemed fine earlier. She's usually so open with me. Did I do something wrong? Is she mad at me? I guess if she wasn't before, she definitely is now. I can't even remember the last time she snapped at me like that. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm thinking about Amanda. The problem is, I read faster than my mouth can work. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'd be willing to talk about whatever is bothering her. 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle, slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride? No. Want some coffee? Pulls the toaster lever up, takes her still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Damn. She makes a beeline for her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin, can you come here for a sec? Yeah. Damn, she's really mad. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, so just whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who always wants to make you happy. You know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. Aw, he made her a cake. Sorry you're sad, but I support you. So, it's really stupid. This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately. I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I'll get my notebook. I should start from the top. Okay. Emma R. is going to a fancy art school in California. Sure. Anyway, ever since she's got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away. Happily watching her drift away. She's been spending more time with Grace and Emma P. Emma P is the one she's known her whole life. See? I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M. that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's house on the same night. They all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Damn. That's ghetto. Girl, make new friends. This is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah. And that's a thing. Who is Noah? Okay. Definitely didn't know that. Sure. Oh, so I already knew she had a crush on Noah. Who the hell is Noah? So are you. I learned from the worst. Hey. She promised not to tell anyone, and I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and going about my business. And then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we are all out of chips, and I really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyway, and I get to the food court, and who's there? Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. Damn! Literally? Kill them! It gets better. Ooh. Now she stole her man! Noah has his arm around Emma R. Ooh! Then they kiss! No! And I'm like, hey, exactly, you confront them. Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does, and Emma R just like glares at me. Don't know who Grace is. Grace is the gossipy one? I know! Grace is the one nobody really likes, or I guess that's me now. This is crazy! The tea! This is a lot of... Whoa! I am so invested in this random high schooler drama. Okay, anyway, nobody was saying anything, and I'm like, you guys suck, which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and very embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. No, you guys suck was so totally valid, real, and raw, and that's exactly what I would have said. So I left, without nachos, I might add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and I immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. Don't ask them! They don't deserve an explanation. I wrote another one to Emma R asking how long the Noah thing has been going on, and oh, sorry, I know this is a lot. You're still following? I am so totally following. What did Emma R say? Oh, okay, get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Yes, I love the tea. Tell me. Arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? Damn, I wanted to know it. I cannot believe they did you like that. That's so crazy. Oh, I am so following. You might be lost, Dimitri, but I got your back. I know exactly where we are. I say you fight every last one of them. Hit them in one-on-ones, one after the other, after the other, after the other. Matter of fact, hit them with a car. You can take the keys. Go ahead. They were dating in secret for like months. No! So I told her she's being a really terrible friend. And she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on red. And then, wait. Left me on red? What's that? It means she didn't respond. Come on, Dimitri. Keep up! And I know because there are red receipts. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm going to just nod and pretend I understand. I know. Gotcha. So, while all this is happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's, like, at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff, and then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I was like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her in the group chat that I got kicked out of. Ooh, Emma P! We gotta scrap! That's crazy! Alright, you lost me at screenshots, but it definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Literally, I hope they all choke on a deli sandwich. I said that on Twitter for some reason, like 2 years ago, which is very weirdly specific. And I just saw the tweet earlier because I was looking for something else, and I think that's the funniest thing I've ever said, so I brought it back. I almost expected it from everyone else, but Emma R's been there since mom died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Literally, screw all of them. Listen, girl, I hate to say this, but guess what? You're going to leave high school and never talk to most of them again. I can account for that. I think I talked to maybe 3 people I went to high school, and even that, I don't talk to most of them regularly. I've got like 2 friends from high school that I talk to on a regular basis. Everybody else, I hit them up like once every 3 years and be like, are you still alive? I keep up with them on IG. That's about it. That's about as far as you're going to go. You'll be fine. You're going to get to college. You're going to make friends for life who are way better than all of these losers you met in high school. Because guess what? Teenagers are nightmares. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. Oh, honey. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. That's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. She's so real and raw and just like me. Here's everything that's going entirely wrong in my life. Anyway, thanks. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Wow, I know it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset for. No, it's not. Your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings, I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. Yes, Transformers! But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Real friends don't do that. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself. I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting an effort to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You are not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says a lot about their character more than it does about yours, because you're amazing, and if they can't see that, well then, that's their problem. He's right! I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat the whole cake? They ate the whole cake? Well, to be fair, when you're getting tea, there's two responses. You're either going to shovel food into your mouth as fast as possible in shock, or you are not going to eat a thing because, oh my God, the tea is just so crazy. Good talk. Amanda gets up and goes to her room, but before she closes the door, she turns around. Hey, Pops. Yes, thank you. You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda. Love you, too. Woo! That's crazy. I thought, okay, we're going to call it here, folks, because that was a lot. I expected to be done as soon as I got back from smoking oregano at Matt's house, and then that's not what happened. I had all this tea and the drama to go through, and I'm so glad that I stuck it out to hear all of that. Screw her friends. If your friends ever do you like that, block all of them. You deserve so much better than that. Yeah, I'm going to call it here, folks. Thank you so much for watching. I'm having so much fun with this game, if it wasn't clear. Thank you so much for coming along with this journey as I play this 8-year-old game, Dream Daddy. Bye, guys. Hello. Before you go, at the end of all of my videos, I include a question for you to answer down below in the comment section if you feel so inclined. And this video, I'm going to ask how you spent your summer. I spent my summer putting together a musical. A friend of mine was directing a musical called Alice by Heart and asked me to audition, so I did. And so pretty much all of my summer was spent going between rehearsals for this musical Monday through Friday evening and working at a summer camp. It's been very busy, and I'm glad that the musical is over because it means that I have time to breathe, and summer camp is also about to end, so again, time to breathe. I will obviously miss rehearsal to the degree that I really love performing and I love being part of a production, but I overpacked my schedule this summer like crazy. So I mean, it was fun and I enjoyed it and I don't regret that decision, but it'll be nice to breathe a little bit as we enter the cooler months. Fall, my favorite season personally. Tell me down below what you did in the comments. Go ahead and recommend games for me to play, movies for me to watch, books for me to review. I started a new book. It's called Crave. Trust and believe when I finish this book, assuming I finish this book, I will have to make a video on it because I'm only 2 chapters in and I've already complained to everybody I know about this book. So there will be a video of that coming. Don't worry. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of which are down below in the comment section. Nope, they're down below in the description. I will see you all next time. This is the real end of the video. Have a good life. Mwah!